open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
Pay no attention to the inflation behind the curtain.
You know, looking at Census Bureau numbers and Federal Reserve Consumer Survey numbers, I mean, inequality went down, poverty went down. Real median income would hit a record high, $66,000, $6,500 increase in just 2 years, and the unemployment rates hit 50-year lows, Stephen.
What a bunch of nonsense. Both these guys. None of that is true. Just like when they tell us inflation's 2%. That really bugs me when they say, don't worry about inflation. Do you know inflation is a killer? I mean, it really hurts. If you have a combined income, you and your wife, of $65,000 or less, you are getting smacked. You are getting hurt. Government loves it. Inflation's an old government trick. It's an old government secret. That's how they tax us. It's a tax. When you hear, well, you know, we're going to tax people who just make $400,000 or more, that's a lie. Inflation is a tax. It's an old government secret, always has been. It hits people hard. People don't know about it. They don't understand it. It's a killer. Inflation's a killer because we are not making our wages. Our wages aren't going up fast enough. That's the problem right there. And by the way, don't make the mistake. I heard somebody talking on radio today, or TV today. It made me sick. Do not make the mistake. Do not equate the current housing market with a recovery. There is no recovery. This housing market that we keep hearing about, this great housing market, it's limited to a very small segment of the population. I'm going to go over that today. But we found a great stock. I want to share with you. ANF is the symbol, Abercrombie and Fitch. Nobody wanted that stock. And my chart picked it out. It went from red to green. And we got in around $24. And today it's at $36.13. That's about a 28% gain. Now the key with this stock is, when do I get out of it? When do I get my members out? See, that's the important thing. When do you get out? 99.999% of you will never be out of any stock you get in time. You just don't, because you don't understand how it works. Nobody teaches you. And it's so easy. And with the color-coded chart, the color pops up. It tells you, hey, it just changed colors. The institutions are pulling their money out. You better get out too. But that's been a great stock. And by the way, all those people who went into all the stocks that we bought a lot of restaurant stocks, or not a lot of them, a few restaurant stocks. They've been doing really well because every time you have these stimulus checks go out, they start taking the money and they start going to Starbucks and Darden restaurants and Jack in the Box, all the main ones. They all went up nicely. But now's the time to sell into them, take some profits. Going back to this inflation thing, I want to get back to this because this drives me. I'll get back to the stocks, but this drives me nuts, the lion. People have no idea what it does. These rising, it's not so much the prices are going up. People think of inflation, that prices are going up. No. That's not what inflation is. What inflation is every piece of paper in your wallet becomes worthless. Your buying power gets diminished. You go into the grocery store. Just remember 5 years. Go back 2 years. Just go back 2 years. And remember, how many grocery bags would you have for $100? You didn't get a quarter of a bag today. That's inflation. See, our wages aren't going up. They don't want to pay us our wages. Because the big institutions, the big corporations, they just won't put money back into the company. They won't do it. They don't need to raise taxes. This is stupid they're raising taxes. That's really going to kill this economy. Why do they start raising these taxes? You'll see this economy crash big time. We don't need to raise revenue by taxes. Let's raise revenue by spending. In other words, if you would take these companies, would plow money back in, take their profits when they borrow money at zero interest, buy new machinery and equipment, get people back to work. Get them back to work. Get them to produce more. The more they produce, the more money they make, the better the economy. People spend, you collect the taxes. You don't have to raise tax. See, it's a lie when they say they're raising taxes just on the rich. Just a bold-faced lie. Doesn't happen that way. When they hit the corporations and they start raising these taxes on corporations, the first thing they do is take your job. They reduce you from full-time to part-time. Then you go from full-time, part-time to poverty. That's the first thing they do. Cutting overhead. And the biggest cost is labor. So if anybody's sitting there, this is good, they're going after the rich. No, they're going after your job. You're going to be part-time. People don't realize that. They're all out there celebrating. Oh, yeah, they're going after the rich guys, the bad guys. They're coming after you. They come after you every day. The government, when they keep printing this money and printing this money and printing this money, trillions and trillions and trillions, they're coming after you. The dollar in your wallet is diminishing in value. It has no buying power. As I say, inflation is the rising of prices. It's not, prices going up. No, it's every dollar you have in your wallet is worth a lot less. They say it's 2%. No, it's not. It's 12%. Because remember, they don't count food. They don't count energy. They don't count health care. For God's sake, they don't even count education. They lie. You know why they lie? So that your Social Security check, they don't have to pay what they should be paying. In the last 10 years, your Social Security check every month, the average Social Security check, if you go back 10 years and you really adjusted for inflation, your Social Security check, you'd be getting about $350 more than the average check should get about $350 more coming to you. They screwed you out of $350 because they lie about inflation, so they don't have to pay you. You don't have to pay you if you're on Social Security. Isn't that awful? Terrible. Billions of dollars. So it's a tax. It's a tax on you. It's a tax on Main Street. It's a tax on the working poor especially. So don't believe this 2%. And they got they got to put housing back in. They got to put food, education, because then you'll see it's 12%. But they won't do that either. They won't. It's not free money. Everybody thinks that this every time they print money, the government is free. And they see a new beautiful bridge or ice skating rink, it's free. No, it's not. It's not. There's no such thing as free money. When the government spends on their pet project, it's not free. People don't complain about it because they don't know that. They think it's free. So they don't complain. They see a new bridge going up or ice skating ring and they don't say anything. Oh, the government prints the money, it's free. No, it's not. They think it is, but it isn't. Extremely destructive. Really, extremely destructive. It's a hidden tax. So just think of it this way. I want you to leave with this thought. Let's use the inflation rate of 5.5%. And you have 30 grand. So at 5.5%, that's low because it's really 12%. We use 5.5%, you have 30 grand. You know what it's going to be worth in 10 years? 16 grand. 16,000. And nobody talks about the inflation. When I get back, we're going to talk about some stock, how we can make some money so we can make up for it.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert that says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
thinking about investing in the stock market, go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down. It keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Remember to subscribe to my Phil's Gang YouTube channel to get both my live and archived radio shows. Also, my free Phil's Take on the stock market. Also, sign up and get a free 10-day chart and membership trial. That's right, 10 days free. Get my color-coded chart, the membership, and then at the end of 10 days, you can decide what you want to do. It's worth it. Check it out. Go to philsgang.com where it says Get Started. And you get the chart, color-coded, tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell, tells you when to short. Most important, it gets you out in time. Nobody ever gets you out in time. Nobody. They want you to stay in. How many times you ever got a call from your broker or anybody tell you, oh, time to get out, better take some profits? Never. They don't want you to do that. They don't make money that way. They screw you. Unbelievable. Now, remember this last week, and I got really upset with Varney, Dopey Varney?
If you get a significant dip in big tech, you buy that dip.
Now, how's that work out for you, Varney? Buy the dip. And I asked with Netflix, where do I buy in the dip? Varney, where do I buy? Where do I buy? Do I buy it at I don't know, 548? Is that a good place to buy it? Or should I bought it at maybe 507? Maybe I should have bought it over here at, I don't know, 508.03. I don't know where. Tell me where in the dip. You're so smart. If you listen to him, you're losing money. You're losing money. Because Netflix is going to go test its lows again. Isn't that amazing? Same thing with Apple. If you listen to Varney when he said, buy on the dip, buy on the dip. So if you bought this, okay, on the dip at 130, today it's 120. It's 120. How'd that work out? See, at least with the color-coded chart, if it pulls back and you think you want to buy in the dip, you know not to. Because it's telling you the institutions are not putting money back in. So why would you put money back in? Does that make any sense? I mean, why would you buy a stock that pulls back unless you know the institutions that make the stock go up? Only institutions can make the stock go up, the big boys. Why would you buy a stock on a dip if you didn't know that? If you didn't have that information, just because Dippy Varney tells you to? Buy on a dip? What are you, nuts? All these big, look at Netflix. Netflix going down, Apple's going back down, Microsoft, all going back down, Tesla. I told my members on Tesla, I said, yeah, we'll go in, we'll buy a little bit. Just what we call a scout. Let's be careful. Because I just think these guys are not done yet. I don't think they're done yet. I really don't. So All these big guys, all the big techs, all coming back down. The only one that's stubborn is Google. It's been consolidating. But if I were in Google right now, I would tell you right now to get out, or at least take 3/4 of your money off. If you're in Google, it's trading around 2,041, I would be out of this thing. You want to play it safe? If it breaks above 2,125, then get in. Then start adding. See, that's another thing people don't understand. If you're going to be safe, buy the stocks, the best stocks, that are making a new yearly high. I talked about this before. Those are the stocks you want to buy because you don't have sellers above you. A&F, we talked about it a little bit ago. I think we did. A&F, what a great stock that's been for us. Nice little stock, not expensive. It's making a new high. Every day it goes makes a new high. So there's nothing above it. So if I go to buy it at $35.91, I don't have to worry that there's a seller at $36.91 or $38.91. There's no seller there. There's no. What a nice feeling that is. You know that your risk is limited just to the downside a little bit. That's all. You can put a little stop in. You can control it. If it turns red, then you know to sell it. That's what you want. Buy those stocks that are making new year highs. Stop listening to these people buying on the dip. Because when you buy on the dip, you're buying in a downtrend. And this Friday, I'm going to be talking about that on my YouTube channel. Give you the stock, show you. Stop listening to them. And God, they're telling you buy on a dip when there's a downtrend. Never buy on a downtrend. Never. Only on an uptrend. You know, we were also talking about the other day about inequality. Another big lie from Larry Kudlow. Inequality. Are you kidding me? He's telling me, here, I'll play it.
You know, looking at Census Bureau numbers and Federal Reserve Consumer Survey numbers, I mean, inequality went down.
No, it didn't go down. Are you kidding? It's widening. You know, take a look at this rally we're having in the stock market. It is so narrow, so thin, so few people. Think about this. From 2006, or 2001 to 2006, we had the crash, the housing crash, right? So the 10 million people lost their homes to foreclosure. 10 million to foreclosure. Now, they never got that house back for one reason. Because when Obama came into office, Obama, a socialist, was looking to what? Expand the welfare state. Matter of fact, if you remember, Bill Clinton did a great job. He cut welfare in half, where if you're going to be on welfare, you either got to prove you're working or you're looking for a job. He came in and gutted that right out. No. You don't have to work. We'll just give it to you. So when Obama took over, he never built the economy. See, after Baby Bush got hit with 9/11, and then he flipped it over. Remember, he had the whole housing crash. Then he flips it over to Obama. Obama never built the economy. He never got those people back into a home. Instead, those 10 million people lost their homes, and they've never recovered. So who's buying these homes now? I'll explain that and how to make money on it when I get back.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market is still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy of philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you what to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. You know, if you're going to make money in the stock market, will you stop looking at too many stocks? You got to stay with just 5 stocks. You know, we've been in the same 5 stocks for 4 years. It's my portfolio. And every day I give those 5 stocks. Steve posts them. He's the head of our education department. 2 o'clock every afternoon, Eastern time. And each one of those 5 stocks, that's my portfolio, tells you exactly what to do with each one. How can you go wrong with that? Not only when to get in, but when to get out. And when it reverses, starts going down, to make money on the way down. That's the key. Get out in time and make money on the way down. Just to buy a stock. Do you think for a moment how good you got to be? If all you're going to do is just buy a stock, you got to buy that right stock. And you don't know when to get out. And also, you never short it. I mean, you got to be such an expert to pick a stock. It's just going to go up, and you don't you don't short it. When stocks go up, they go down. So short the darn thing, for heaven's sakes. Short it. It's not hard. But the key is, if you stay with the same 5 stocks, you get to know those stocks, and then those 5 stocks form a pattern. And with the color-coded technology, it gives you the color. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, based on the color code. But having the same 5 stocks, you're on top of it. You're in control. You're in control. Sometimes you're not investing at all because the patterns aren't setting up. Sometimes you're in all 5. Sometimes you're in 1 or 2. You got plenty of work with 5 stocks, because shorting a stock makes it 10. But you can never convince people to stay with 5 stocks. Instead, they got to go from stock to stock to stock, like there's some magic stock out there. You hear these guys on CNBC, or you hear these guys on Bloomberg or wherever, and you think they know something. You think they're smart. I can tell you, Barney is not smart. He's a dope. These people aren't smart. It's just amazing. So start with, if you could just do 5 stocks and stay with those for a year. Just for a year. And do you know that 80% of your profit is going to come from 20% of those 5 stocks? And you have an opportunity. It will lock you in. You'll get locked in, and you'll catch that trend. See, it's all about trend. It's not about all this gobbledygook they're telling you about, and this and that. And forget all that stuff they tell you. It's trend. If that money is flowing in and creates that trend, and the color code tells you you're in that trend. See, that's the key about the color code. It will tell you if you're right in the sweet spot of that trend, and you stay with the trend. You stay with it. It guides you. And then it gets you out in time. God, then you could make money for St. Jude. I mean, we could raise more money for St. Jude than we ever did. But people won't listen. They just won't listen. They always think the next hot stock is coming. Unbelievable. So going back to when we started the show about, please, do not look at this hot housing market as the economy is good. It's just the opposite. Because if you take the 10 million people that lost their homes, went to foreclosure, those people did not participate in this last round. Those people, 78.2% of the 10 million people who lost their homes still rent. They're not participating because they should have never bought to begin with. They were subprime. The people who were buying these homes when the stock market was going down 30%, crashing, and the housing market was going up, and stocks would go up 35% in June, 31% in July, people are going, what's going on? What's going on? You got to understand who these people are. These people have a household income combined of $100,250. These people never sold their house. They never put their house into foreclosure. They had tremendous equity. And then these are the same people who got into the stock market in 2009 under the QE program, stock buybacks. They made a ton of money between 2009 and the pandemic. And their house had tremendous amount of equity in their house. So when a house went up in just 1 month, 25%, 30%, it didn't bother them because their house value went up. Think about it. Because the people who benefited, very few, are the people who never got caught in foreclosure in 2001, 2006, 2008, 2015. They didn't put their house in foreclosure. They never sold it. They got tremendous equity. And then when that pandemic hit and they put trillions of dollars in this market and interest rates went down and everybody jumped and started buying houses, it wasn't everybody. It was very few people. It was a person who already had a house. The only people that benefited were if you already owned a home. And so when they started to cut interest rates, remember they started to cut interest rates on the 30-year fixed rate mortgage? You cut an interest rate just by 1 point. Your house value goes up 10%. 10%. So if your house is $400,000, it goes up $40,000, like boom, like that. So as the market was going down, these houses were going up. They were going up because they kept cutting interest rates. And these people made so much money on their houses because they never sold them. That's who's buying. Very few people. So get out of your mind, the economy's getting better. No, the economy's getting much worse, not better. Because very few people are participating. I mean, there were big barriers to entry in this latest housing market. Unlike in 2000, remember, you go back to 2000 and 2001 and 2006, there was no barriers. You didn't have to have any income. You could pick your own payment. These were all subprime credit. How'd that work out? And Obama turns around, instead of creating an economy when he took over from Baby Bush, instead of creating more jobs, good jobs, by going in and making sure that startup businesses, brand new startup businesses were taken off, because that's what you need. You need the new startup businesses. That's what drives the economy. New startup, but that's where you get big wages. But he didn't do that. He didn't want that. He wanted socialism. He wanted redistribution of wealth. So he could care less. Now the problem is, all those people who lost their home, when incomes weren't going up because he was the only president, couldn't drive the economy to 3% GDP, he goes sees his pal Buffett. So what do I do? What do I do? The economy, I can't grow it. And all these people in foreclosures, how am I going to sell their homes? Because I'm not driving the economy. I'm driving welfare. I'm trying to be a good guy. He says, simple. I'll get myself and my other gangsters on Wall Street, and we'll buy all the houses at 10 cents, 15 cents on the dollar. Oh, great. So all these poor people who lost their homes, 10 million of them, Obama turns around and sells these houses to Buffett and his gangsters for 10, 15, 20 cents on the dollar. And then he turns around and rent them to the same people that lost the house. 78.3% of those people still are renting today. They're not participating in this housing market because they don't have the money to participate. They have no equity. They're not making money in the stock market. They have no equity in their home. Their wages aren't going up. So don't think for a moment that we have this big housing boom. We don't. So the old story, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. So these people were just so lucky. They caught it perfectly. When they decided the pandemic, I'm getting out of the city, right? And I'm going to go buy a house in the country. And then interest rates drop down to zero, down really low, so you can get an interest rate at 2%, right, fixed rate. Those are the ones who made a lot of money. Very few people. We'll be right back after this break.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy. Is your business prepared to respond to any emergency in the workplace? Well, you better be. Let over 30 years of law enforcement experience go to work for you. Boyd Investigative Group is here for all your business security needs. I know. I use them. They're terrific. Call today for your free confidential consultation. 941-724-4535. That's 941-724-4535. Or visit them on the website, BoydInvestigativeGroup.com.
License number A1900020.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day?
That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026. Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here. And it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. philsgang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With philsgang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to philsgang.com. philsgang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Learn, invest, and make profits with Phil Grandy. Simply go to philsgang.com. Now, here's Phil.
And I also think there's opportunity in some of the tech names that also have dramatic growth that are still going to have attractive valuations. And I also think
how does he know that? How does he know that? He doesn't know that. Okay, so let's go to some of the tech names. We'll take the big tech names. How does he know? What is he magical, this guy? I mean, I don't know. If I dug up J.P. Morgan, he'd second the motion. He wouldn't know. We don't know when they're going to put money into the big tech stocks. I mean, which one's he talking about? He doesn't know. He's just full of crap. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He's just making it up as he goes along. He wants to sound smart. When these guys open their mouth, they sound stupid. I mean, give an example. Take Google right now. Google has been going sideways since February 3rd. It's green on my chart. Since February 3rd, it's been stuck in a range of about 2025 to 2125. I can't tell you if it's going to go up or down. Right now, what I can tell you, it's green, and it's telling you the institutions have not pulled their money out of it yet. And that's the advantage. When they start pulling their money, first of all, it'll turn yellow for me. I'll click on my chart. I'm doing it right now. If you have a mobile device, you can see it. And you can see in the last 15 days, it's been yellow. But then the last 3 days, the yellow's going away and it's turned green, which means more money is coming in. So you see, because it turned yellow, it started to warn me money was starting to come out, but then it went back to green. So then I knew by being in Google that I'm going to take shares off, but I'm not going to get out totally. So I have a guide. So the algorithms tell me, not this jerk. He's an idiot. He doesn't know. I'll get closer to it than he can because it tells me with the color code. Now let's go take a look at Netflix. If you're in Netflix, and we've done great with Netflix. If you're in Netflix, Barney told you to buy in a pullback. How'd that work out? Not well at all. If you listen to him when it pulled back and buying a dip to 518, today it's 504. Now, we wouldn't have bought it on a pullback, on a dip. Why? First, it's red. All my color code chart shows me it's red. That means all the institutions are pulling their money out. Second, on my chart, it gives me a defined trend. And it's telling me the trend of the money is going out. The most important thing when you're buying a stock is not what the company does. I could care less what it does. I don't even want to know what it does. As long as it trades 1 million shares or more a day, I'm in. What I look for is the pattern of money. Being in the stock market can be fun. And it can be very, very rewarding. If you don't listen to anybody, if you don't listen to these idiots, it can be fun and it can be rewarding because it can be made easy. Because all it is the money going in or is it not? Stop. Listen to these people. Listen to what they're telling you. I mean, they're telling you stuff that's just so stupid. Listen.
Will the rate of change in earnings in SunOpta, the largest provider of oat milk, make it a good investment from the current price of $15.20?
Well, I'll tell you, I mean, earlier in the lightning round, I talked about a stock that I got wrong. Another one that I did, I wanted to do this SunOpta so bad. It just kept going higher and higher and higher. And I got to tell you, I think it's a winner. When it got to 12, I said, I missed it, but I haven't. And you're right. I think it's a good stock.
Oh, really? Really, it's a good stock. Why? Why is it a good stock? Well, you going to eat it? It tastes good. How do you? There's no stock that's a good stock, you dope. How do you know it's a good stock? Anybody says it's a good company, a good stock, how does he know that? How? I don't know. I've been in this business 51 years. I've been on this earth 75 years. I don't know if it's a good company. I don't know if it's a good stock. I don't know. But he knows. Oh, because he's on TV or something? Well, I can tell you this, what I do know. The stock, in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, every candlestick has turned red. And it went from, get this, the low of $13.09, and then now it's $14.59. So one would think, they see it going up. Gee, I'm going to get in, it's going up. I better get in, man. I better get in at $13.15 before it gets to $13.25. That's how people think, right? And they're going to get in, and they have no idea what they're doing. They have no idea that money's coming out of this thing. But with the color-coded chart, I can tell you something he doesn't know, that the institutions are pulling the money out, even though the stock is going up. See, people think a stock is going up, it means that it's good because it's going up. Because most people, 9 out of 10 people, will look at a stock when it's at $14.58, say, I better get in at $14.58 before it gets to $15.60. That's all they think about. I better get in at $14.58 before it goes to $15.60. 99.9% of people, that's what they think. No, that's not what you do. First thing, let's look at the trend of the money. It's going out. And my color-coded chart is red. It's telling me the institutions are pulling the money. How beautiful. I know more about this stock than any of those people know. In fact, this stock, if it breaks down through a new low, gets through 1309, you want to sell it short. Stop listening to these people. It's so easy. All you're doing is following the money. And if you don't think my chart doesn't work, fine. After 10 days, you're gone. That's it. Don't worry about it. But you're going to find out it does work. God, I hate that when they come out and they make themselves so smart. And they're not smart. All right. You know, take Microsoft. I'm going to put up Microsoft. Now, Microsoft right now, okay, he says buy in a dip, Barney. Buy in a dip. Well, wait a minute. Buy in a dip? Why would I buy on a dip on this stock? It makes no sense. Now we got, out of all these candlesticks, only 2 that are green. What, are you kidding me? No. So if you just stop listening to them and follow the flow of the money called trend. You don't even have to look at the candlesticks. How many people have a chart? You know how your candlesticks are red and green? With my chart, you don't have to look at the candlesticks. No, you don't. Because the candlesticks tell you nothing. They give you all these names, right, for candlesticks. Doji and this and that, right? And a crawling snake and that, and the flip backwards and the mosquito chopper and all these stupid names, right? Mean nothing. When you look at a stock, you want to know, where is the trend of money? Let's put all the nonsense aside. Where's the trend? Where's the money going? If it's going to either go out or it's going to go in. If it's going in, then you wait till it turns green, and then you buy. So Microsoft, I would not be buying this on the dip. You got to be a dip to buy it on a dip. Facebook. Now, Facebook has turned green. The trend is up. It's telling us money is coming into Facebook. So this is pretty interesting. So would I buy Facebook? Sure. If I can see it break out and take out the new high of around $303, it's now $279. At least it's telling me money is going in. So at least I know that money is going into Facebook. Money's going to Facebook. Now you just need to know, okay, where do I pull the trigger? I just gave it to you, $303.60. Look, it's not hard. What makes it hard is when you listen to these people on these fake business news networks, and you listen to what they're saying and what they're trying to convince you of, and you take that and you let them take parking space in your head. Once you let them take parking space in your head, you're done. It's over. You're never going to make money. If I only can get one thing across to you tonight, if you just take five stocks, brand names that the institutions own all the time, like my five stocks. Just take the 5 of them. That's all. It's pretty easy. It's not hard. And just stay with those 5. Just try it for a month. And you'll say, God, what a difference it makes. So stay with Apple, Intel, Caterpillar, Goldman Sachs, Schlumberger, and Lowe. Those are all brand names. I put them on my color-coded chart. It tells me when money is going into each one of those, when money is coming out of those. So if money's going in, it's telling me I have the highest probability it's going to go up, not down. If it starts turning red, it's telling me money is going out, the highest probability it's going to go down. How easy is that, and how much fun that is? No sweat. Check it out. Join my gang tonight, free for 10 days. And after the 10 days, you stay and make money. Please help St. Jude. I'll see you on the chart. Go to philsgang.com where it says Get Started, free for 10 days.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.